what you've seen on film so far from Washington, what do you see that makes them different?
I just feel like they're really a vertical passing team. Something that is common in the Pac-12, but at the same time, I feel like they just have a little bit of different style to it. And I feel like that's the main thing.
At nickel, do you think you're going to be matched up at all with Hunter Bryant this week?
I feel like, at any given situation, I could be matched up with anybody. If I do get the chance to be matched up against him, I think it'll be a great matchup. I'd love to compete against him, but other than that, I feel like, anybody could be in that spot and I could be up against anybody else.
What do you have to do differently when you cover a big tight end like that as a slot guy?
Really, I think you just have to be more physical. People don't really expect inside guys to be as physical just because, they mainly cover slots. So, with bigger guys like that, such as him, really I just think you need to bring physicality to the field. So.
What changes for you guys with Talanoa being injured and with your corners on the outside being dinged up a little bit too?
I prefer that to just be a question asked towards Coach Helge.
Have you been flip-flopping with strong safety or?
Yeah. Just really back and forth. I think this week mainly focusing on safety, but it's the same things that we do every week. Not too much different. We still have guys that are going to fill in spots. So.
I know you say you prepare every week like you're the starter, but is it a little bit different just, being in between, you don't really know yet if you're going to be?
No, sir. Just because this is what I'm used to. So, nothing has really changed. We take the same approach towards every single team. And depth-wise, whether it's a rotation or not, I feel like we're really efficient at that. So.
Has Talanoa been helping you or over your shoulder? Me
and Talanoa talk all the time. So, we're always, communicating back and forth with whatever we're going through, whatever we're seeing, stuff like that. Same thing with Isaiah Palomar. So we're constantly, in conversation with each other, just talking about things we see.
If you're in at strong, are you expected to make calls, or will it be more on Isaiah?
Really, the whole defense is really supposed to communicate. So I would just look at it like that. We're all talking on the field, and that's how, we can be the best we can be. So as long as we're all talking to each other, it doesn't really matter about who makes the calls necessarily, but just the fact that we're all communicating with each other, then that's what matters.
How good of a job do you think you guys have done communicating each other as a defensive unit the first couple weeks?
I think throughout this year we've been communicating really well. It's something that we really stress in practice every single day, throughout every single week. It's not something that continuously dies out, or it starts tough in the beginning and then it begins to fade out. That's a key part of our defense, is really talking to each other on the field. So.
Do you see the field differently moving back to safety now after having spent all this time at corner and nickel?
It's a little bit more space. You're back there looking at everything. Everything's in front of you. You have to protect everything behind you. So it is a little bit of different feel. You just have more space, but it's nothing that I'm not used to.